everyone, welcome back to our channel. I have been MIA for a little bit and I do want to apologize for that beforehand. There's just been a lot of crazy things going on, some personal things, and just really life altogether, right? So I really just want to start this off by saying I'm sorry I haven't really been keeping up with, the cash envelopes like I had mentioned in the last video, but it's been really interesting because I have really tried that throughout all of January and part of February, and then it was just so hard for me to work with cash all the time that I ended up using my credit card and then paying myself back with cash. So I ended up returning most of the cash that I took from the bank back to the bank, but it was a very interesting experience, and I'm really glad that I went through it trying to see what the best way it is to be able to save and to be able to budget. So probably we'll be talking about that in a separate video, but in case you are interested and you are a fellow subscriber, that is currently the status. And in that other video, I will also share with you sort of how February went and how January went in that manner, actually. So sorry I haven't been keeping up, but really excited to talk today about a bag. Okay, so I know I said that I'd be budgeting, not buying anything. But the reason I purchased the bag was because it was my birthday back in February. And I, kind of just wanted to treat myself a little bit. And it wasn't an extremely expensive bag. Granted, it is still expensive, but in comparison, to all the other sort of fashion houses out there and the types of models of bags that they offer, this actually wasn't too bad. Granted, I did get it pre-loved. Well, it's technically not pre-loved. I got it from Fashionphile. But it was brand new, and the reason I got it from there was because I couldn't find it on the website from the manufacturer. So I went on Fashionphile and actually paid a little bit of a premium to get it. But anyways, I'll tell you all about the bag and sort of what I think about it. But essentially, we are going to talk about the Gucci belt bag, and just referencing here so I know what the name is called. It's actually the Gucci GG Supreme Monogram Stars, and it's the children's belt bag. So it is not the adult version. Sorry to dash your hopes there if you were looking to listen to a review about the adult version of it. But so I got the children's version, and I actually looked on a lot of different YouTube reviews and just kind of wanted to make sure it was the one I wanted to get. And it seemed like it was a really good size for my needs, at least from the reviews. And after getting it, I've worn it quite a few times, but I'll share with you sort of my thoughts again. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please continue watching. If you are a new viewer, please consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so I have here this GG Supreme Monogram children's belt bag. It is in this really nice canvasy texture, very sturdy. It was advertised as new, and again, I mentioned earlier I did get this from Fashionphile because I couldn't find it on the Gucci website. They have different patterns right now, but this one I specifically wanted because I felt like it was a little toned down, and I like the stars. Kind of reminded me of the American flag with our stars, and I love the coloring of it, and I honestly do think that it's a great bag. So first of all, let me tell you, I believe the retail price for these children's belt bag are typically about $4.95 USD. I'm going to put again the link below from the actual Gucci website so you have that. But when I looked, and I haven't checked yet, but when I looked, there was no option for this pattern. So if I had gotten it off Gucci, it would have been quite like a few hundred cheaper. Unfortunately, I got it on Fashionphile, and I paid, including taxes, $655.99. They were listing this for $595, so it's about $100 more than what they do ask for on the direct Gucci website. But anyways, yeah, let me just show you what this looks like. I've already used it, so there's no tags or anything on it anymore. It did come with a Fashionphile tag. It said it was new, but they didn't come with the original dust bag or the box or anything, but it did come with, of course, the Fashionphile tags, which I had already taken off because I've worn this quite a few times already, and I do like it. I will be honest, I do like it. I think it's really cute. But essentially, if you can see here, this is like and I'm sorry, my nails are taking a break right now, so if they don't look that great, that is why I need to go get a manicure tomorrow, so do excuse me on my nails here. But anyways, obviously you see the very classical GG monogram from Gucci and the little stars, and basically looks the same on both the front and the back. There is really only one zipper compartment here. As you can tell, it's the main one. There's no zipper compartment in the back. And essentially, this is the belt. It's like elasticated, it's, you know, so it's very stretchy, which is really nice because you can kind of adjust accordingly to if you have like a little food belly after you eat, you know, you could adjust it and you'd still be comfortable. I typically have it here at this, you know, at this length, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you sort of the pros and cons of what I like about this bag. So I'm gonna start out with actually a review of it, of like what fits, and then we're gonna go into the pros and cons of the bag. Okay, so this is the leather part of the opening, and the rest is all canvas. Obviously this is not leather, and then you see like the little Gucci made in Italy sort of there, and then the clasp is of course plastic. It's very easy to use, very simple, and you know, just really lovely all together. It's a great bag. I know they put this under the children's category, but I think that it works really well with adults as well. It just really depends on how you plan to wear the bag. This bag, I definitely do not recommend wearing it crossbody because it is really tight, and I'll show you in a little bit. And it's also really tight around me if I wanted to do it crossbody. You know what, let me just show you real quick. So I'm gonna go and adjust it real quick here to the longest length. And let me actually tell you here what the dimensions of this is, okay? So I have it pulled up. So the longest length, okay, so the drop length is 23 inches at the longest, so this drop length, right? And then the length in terms of this entire frame is 10.25 inches. The height is 4.75 inches, and the width is 1.5 inches. Obviously, it's a very narrow bag. But essentially, I have it at the longest. I'm 5'4", about 118 pounds roughly, give or take, and I normally wear smalls, so like, you know, even on me, like it's just so high up, it looks a little ridiculous, honestly. So no, definitely do not recommend wearing this as a belt bag unless you are getting it for your daughter or your son. I think it would look absolutely super cute on them, but it's not gonna fit on us adults here, unfortunately. So how I have been using it, pardon me, is essentially around the waist. So it works very well as a waist bag. Now let's go ahead and kind of see what we can fit in here. I'm not even gonna adjust it right now, so don't waste your time doing that. But anyways, this is silver hardware, as you can probably very visibly see. We're gonna open this up. It's a very smooth zip. So, oops, give me 1 second here. My dog is drinking water. I need to wipe her face real quick. Oh, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, sorry about that. But as I was saying earlier, it's a very smooth zip. Obviously, I have some items in here. So let's go ahead and take out these items I have so you can kind of see what fits in here, and then we'll play around with it a little bit. Just have a little lotion in here. I love these lotions. This I got from Costco, I believe. And these little ones are just perfect for small little bags. This one is the brand Skin and Lab. So you know, I like it, and I think they're moisturizing, not extremely moisturizing if you have really dry hands, but they do the job for the most part, and they're small enough to fit in here. And the scent is great. This one I have is actually, what is this one? Gorgeous Garden. It's witch hazel and shea butter. I don't think I'm pronouncing it correctly. I don't know if I am. Is it called shea butter? Anyways, moving on. I have in here my Louis Vuitton clay. And I put all my credit cards in here, and then I have my keys and my AirTag there. So that was in there too. I have a floss. I am such a crazy person. I think I need to carry floss with me everywhere because my teeth have to be clean after I eat. Otherwise, I just can't really, you know, operate. So I always have tooth floss with me all the time. And then I have in here just some eye drops because I have kind of dry eyes sometimes. So these are really nice to have on hand. And of course, Burt's Bees. I love using Burt's Bees, and I also do like Laneige. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly either. Is it Laneige or Laneige? It's Laneige. I'll put that link description for that product down there as well if you're interested. But they have the best like lip balm. It's like in a little container. I like those. Unfortunately, they're a little too big, so you can't fit this in this tiny little bag here. So I like to keep things to minimal in this small little thing. So yeah, I love using Burt's Bees. This is like the peppermint one, and just like nice like peppermint on your lips, and it's soothing and it's cool and it feels great because I have really chapped lips, so always need chapstick. Okay, this one is from Dress Up Your Purse. It basically, I've mentioned this so many times in my other videos, if you have seen my other videos, but it is a very nice alternative to the Louis Vuitton clay. If you're just interested in kind of trying out to see, hey, is this a good size? Is this something that you would use in terms of the, you know, SLG? This one is made out of lambskin, and it's like a super, super, super soft. And literally it functions just as well as the clay. It has a little holder here. This is different from the clay. It's just, it pops out like this, but I mean, it's pretty sturdy, honestly. I put keys on here, but right now I don't have any keys, and I use this pouch for my gift cards, receipts, and cash, etc. So that's what's in there. And then I have a comb, because you know, a girl always needs a comb, right? And my car keys, and that is it. So let me show you what the inside looks like. So again, I mentioned this is like a coated canvas, right? The inside is kind of like a nylon fabric, and I know it's really hard to see, but it's just one big hole. There's literally no pockets or zips anywhere inside. It does have the tag here that says Gucci. Hopefully you can see it. Made in Italy. It's I'm actually not sure what this tag is made out of. I think it's made out of leather. But yeah, that's just the tag there. And yeah, just one big hole. So I would say that this definitely fits the essentials, but if you need a little bit more, and I'll delve into that later because that's kind of going into the pros and cons, but anyways, this is what it looks like. If you need a little bit more, it may be a little bit of a tight fit. So let's go ahead and see what we can fit in here. So we've already seen like all the items I have. That's what I carry on a typical basis if I have to go out, do some errands, or, you know, visit family or anything. I would just take that. So let's try again and see how much we can actually stuff in here, just so you have a reference. So in this day and age, we always carry hand sanitizers, right? So I have this packet. I love these. They're really great. I got these from Costco, and it comes in a really big pack. And it's just, you know, sanitizing wipes. So if you don't want to use like the, you know, the spray, or if you want to carry these, if you want to wipe down the surface before you eat somewhere, these are really great alternatives. So I'm going to stuff that in here. And that fits, right, with enough room. Hold on, let me get my phone case also. Give me 1 second. Okay, back. So I wanted to show you the phone case because obviously we carry our phones everywhere. The thing is, when I stuff this up with what I had shown you earlier, I actually can't fit my phone in. So I don't normally put my phone in here because it's actually kind of a tight squeeze. But just for this purpose, let me just demonstrate. I have here the iPhone 12 Pro case, and I'm just gonna put that in here, and it fits with quite a bit of room. So let's go ahead and put, let's just say that you were only gonna carry like one of these, right? So we would put that in there. Fits very well with still quite a bit of space. I'm gonna put actually an AirPod in here just because, you know, you may need to hop on a call sometime and wanna be hands-free. So that fits very well. Then I'm gonna put, let's just say our little lotion in here. And then I'm gonna put chapstick. And then I'm gonna put the comb in there, and it's getting actually kind of tight now. So if you can see, there's still space here, but let's see what we can do. We could probably fit in floss, and you could fit in the eye drops, and I would say this is probably, you know, that's probably it. And then finally our keys. So stuffing all of this in here, and you can see that, you know, honestly, there's actually still quite a bit of room on top if you really want to stuff it, but this definitely closes. So I'm gonna close this, and there we go. And it does look a little, maybe a little warped up here, a little bit stuffed, but it certainly fits, and it does pack a lot of punch for being so small. So I think it's a really great little bag if you know, wanted to fit all these things but want it to be hands-free. So I will say though, let's get into the pros and cons now. Actually, I think it's probably a good time to transition. So this bag is really great, I think, for, let's start out with the pros first. So the pro is that it's really great for the price and for a luxury, you know, bum bag or belt bag item, because we all know that, you know, all of these fashion houses, the prices are just increasing. We saw an increase in Louis Vuitton and Chanel. I mean, with all of, you know, quite a few fashion houses, and they just keep going up, right? But I don't at least when I last looked, I don't think these went up, at least for Gucci. And so at $495, if you do buy this direct from the Gucci website, it's actually really good, because I think the adult versions, of course, doesn't look like this, but it's a lot bigger as well. And I believe they're made out of leather. They're like about $900,000, I believe, USD. So I think this is a really great alternative, and it's also super cute, and you can fit quite a bit, you know, and it's super, super light. So I really like that. So I think the price point is great. The aesthetics is really great. And in terms of what it can fit, it's also pretty decent if you don't want to fit too much. If you just need like the bare minimum essentials, it will fit you great. Now, I guess going into the cons now, so if you have been watching my previous videos, I was trying to do the budget stuff. I had the little Louis Vuitton Epi agenda, and it was the smallest agenda. It's a really tight fit for that to come in here. If I put that in here, I really can't really put much in here anymore. So for me, you know, my issue with it is that it's a little too small. And I guess I should have realized this, you know, because it is supposed to be for a child, right? But like I said, you know, you saw how much I could fit in here. The thing I don't like is that, you know, it fits all of that, but for you to open it up and to like dig in and get your wallet, your cards, your keys, whatever, it is going to be a hassle, because you can't just kind of dig around. You have to literally take those items out and then take out, you know, whatever you want, because it's probably stuck at the bottom. So it's not the most convenient. And I think that for a belt bag or a bum bag, however you want to call these fanny packs, the whole point of this is that it's going to be easy to, it's supposed to be easy to get in and out of, right? It's supposed to be convenient. Like for me, as I've gotten older, I don't like to take so long or try to figure out and rummage in my bag to like find what I need. I want it, I need it, and then I'm done. Like I just want to move on, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. So I think that that's why for me, it's not the most convenient. And I've realized I thought I could wear this as a belt bag and be fine with it, but I actually really like having this as a, or having like a fanny pack as a crossbody. And again, the limitation here, of course, is the fact that this is not long enough at all, again, because it is for a child, right? So the other thing I was, you know, really wishing was that there was like a zip in the back so you could put your phone in it.
Hey everyone, so really quick interjection here. I just wanted to make a quick note. When I was reviewing the video, I didn't realize that I left out a really important con to the bag, and that is the fact that the belt, because it's elasticized, it kind of just loosens up over time when I'm wearing it. And I've noticed that on several occasions, so it got a little annoying. So I would be wearing it for like maybe half an hour and an hour, and then the bag would start slumping down a little bit, and then I'd have to like unclasp it and then like readjust it so that it was tighter, then put it back on my waist. So I do know that that typically happens if I do overstuff the bag a little bit more, because of course it's heavier. So if it's heavier, it's going to put more weight on it, and it's going to potentially loosen up that elastic part of the belt. So that was really annoying to me. And so that was definitely a bigger con of this item. However, I'm not sure if it was just that bag in particular that was acting kind of funny, or if in general this item is like this if you try to stuff it a lot. If any of you have this bag, you know, definitely let me know, and you know, share it with everyone else here, just to see if really it was just my anomaly, or if, you know, really is something that's universal across this product. But anyways, just wanted to share that tidbit because it was really important.
I've really been eyeing the Louis Vuitton belt bag, or bum bag, I guess is how they term it. But my God, it is so expensive. I was looking at it a few weeks ago. I think it was like $1,800 for the Monogram with the vachetta leather, and then they have the World Tour version that's like probably like $300-400 more, right? Anyways, after their price hike, it's like 2,000 something now, like 2,000 and like, I don't know, 50 or something, like 20 something. So basically went up like $200, and I was kind of sad when I saw that. So anyways, I ended up getting this after debating between the Louis Vuitton one and this one, and I was like, it's a lot cheaper and it's going to serve the purpose, but honestly, I don't think it's going to do it for me. So I'm kind of sad, but I just wanted to share this with you all in case you were speculating to potentially get this. And again, I do think it's a great bag. It's very cute. The price is great for what you're getting. And you can certainly fit a decent amount, but again, it's just not enough for me and for how I want to use this. So I'm actually gonna probably resell this back to Fashionphile. I will lose a little bit of money, but I think that in the long run, I want to get something that will work better for my lifestyle. And I actually have picked up another item from Fashionphile that is going to replace this. So when I get that, I will be very excited to share with you what I got in lieu of this. But anyways, that's my quick spiel about, this bag. Hope it was interesting, informative, somewhat entertaining. Yeah, that is it. And as always, please stay healthy, happy, and safe. And I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.